Here's a long clip shot, broken up by Kent. He tries to get it out. What a play, Nurse, to keep it alive. Neal to Nurse, the shot. He fired it wide. Hawks win. Hawks win. The Chicago Blackhawks have won a series for the first time since the Stanley Cup Championship of 2015. As the horn sounded, a poor hit by Athanasiou. Hawks don't like it. Who cares at this point? Hawks win. Series over.
And there you have it, cursory last night on NBC Sports Network and NBCS Chicago locally right now. If anyone got a chance to enjoy the game right now, believe it or not, the Blackhawks right now, first ever playoff series win in 5 years right now, as they have defeated the Edmonton Oilers right now, who are also a number 5 seed. You also saw teams like the Pittsburgh Penguins right now, who seems like age is starting to catch up with them as well. They have been knocked out of the first round by a Montreal Canadiens team. Any of the teams who have been in the qualifying round now qualify for the top draft prospect coming up, which will be decided on Monday. And this guy right here, who teams will be looking to see who they'll get number 1 for. He is Alexei Lafreniere. He plays in Montreal overseas right now. So welcome back here to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Riis, I don't know if you got a chance to see any of the hockey this week aside from NBA, but that has felt good for a lot of Chicago and Blackhawks fans.
You know, with the hockey, I haven't really got a chance to see it. I have watched a few of the highlights and everything, but with the hockey, I saw that the Chicago Hawks was actually going against the 12th team. I wouldn't say I counted them out already, but I was kind of like, oh, okay, let's see what the Hawks can do. But after the first few games, I was people was calling me crazy, but I said I think the Hawks might actually take this. Everybody was like, Chicago, the Hawks are not going to do it. So I definitely enjoy seeing us, like you said, our first playoff win in 5 years. We need to get back into that winning culture. And we know how we was in the playoffs, man. If we catch fire, anything can happen. We won, I think 3 out of 6 years or something like that. So, I think that once we catch fire, anything is possible. So a good job, Blackhawks. You're the only Chicago team that really has been doing something for us lately. So, man, go ahead and bring another one, man. We'll come out and celebrate. We can have a viral parade. Everybody's invited to the viral downtown parade.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding, right? I mean, and this is a crazy thing about it, too. I mean, since they could not finish their season, I mean, a lot of sports league, North American sports.
We was counted out.
What's up?
I said we was counted out. Remember, we was doing shows and we was, like begging for wins. We was counted out, bad season, and look at us now.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, I think one of the things, too, for the Blackhawks, too, I mean, the good thing is they got some, other younger guys on this team that has been showing up, I mean, for this season. I mean, you look at guys like a Kubalik right here, who actually had about 6 points in this series. But Jonathan Toews, I mean, he'll once again get the honor of, this series right here. He had the most goals, most power play goals with 3 in here. And then he also had 7 points along the way. And I know Corey Crawford, I mean, there's been a lot of frustrations. If you look at the recent history of the collapses ever since winning that last Stanley Cup, kind of in a position where they were, I mean, when they had those losses in that first round, it was pretty much like the last time they were there in 2017. It was basically the same in 2011, 2012. Lost in the first round to the Vancouver Canucks 7 games. The following year, Phoenix Coyotes, they get eliminated in 6 games. Then they take advantage of a shortened season right there, and they're able to have the President's Trophy, which is number 1 seed in all of hockey, and they are able to win the Stanley Cup, beating teams along the way. The Minnesota Wild coming back from a 3 games, 1 series deficit against the Red Wings, which I thought was very key and pivotal winning that year. That was interesting because that was the last time the Red Wings were in the Western Conference. They moved over to the East. Then they handled the Kings in 5 games. And then later on, they beat the Boston Bruins in 6 games, which was a tough grit series. But aside from that, too, I mean, in 2015, I mean, their last Stanley Cup final opponent, who they got their win against, that was definitely against the Tampa Bay Lightning right there. So, I mean, they got a lot of stuff right now to be excited about right now. And they definitely got a lot right now to just sit back and soak in. I mean, you look at it right here, and I really believe I went on record saying, too, if they win this series, Riis, I felt like for them being a number 12 seed, anyone that was below that 8th seed and who had to be subdued to that qualifying round by Gary Bettman, I think this is a smart thing. Gary Bettman, for once, looks like a good guy as a commissioner for right now. He accepts being booed as far as like Stanley Cup trophy presentations, but I feel like winning this series, it makes it feel like if the season would have continued, it pretty much vindicates you to be in the round of 16 teams, the regular round, not the expanded version with the other 8 teams that are remaining in the bracket for this 2014 format. This basically says the season will have finished. You basically clinched a playoff spot. You will hung in there and found a way. This is what that series says for me. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they're skating really good. They're scoring points. Goalie issues been up and down, but I feel like if we can keep skating the way we skating and putting up the points that we point, then the goalie shouldn't really give up to too many a night. But we got to put some points up. I don't see us winning any 1-0 games, 2-1 games. Really, I think like a lot of our games, we have to score 3 points. Depending on like how we skating, at least 3. And I do believe, they caught fire at the right time. These young cats are starting to feel it. And they saying, hey, man, we in here. We're the 12th seed at the 5th. They already came in thinking that they're going to win. They didn't shock the world. Keep shocking them. Keep playing Blackhawks hockey, and we will be back in the Stanley Cup.
So right now, the only question right now is going to be determined right now, more than likely, who they're going to end up facing. It's going to be between the winner of the Vegas Golden Knights and right now the Colorado Avalanche. They're playing each other right now, and I must say, if I'm a Hawks fan right now, I'm probably hoping that I would play a Colorado Avalanche because, to be honest with you, the Vegas Golden Knights team who came out on fire in their first year, of course, they had the expansion portion of the draft, but my thing is with the Vegas Golden Knights, I mean, they had just as good a team last year, and I think what ended up happening was they got tripped up in that early round by the San Jose Sharks when you had a 3-0 lead late in the third period right there. It was the first round of playoffs. It was Game 7. It was in San Jose right there. Got hit with a 5-minute major right there. And they ended up etching out the Knights 5-4. I'm telling you right now, if they're facing a team like the Golden Knights, they could be in some trouble right there.
Yeah, they could be in some trouble, but I think right now the Blackhawks they're ready for anybody. You got to take them off the ice. They're ready. They've already been counted down once, and they're looking at it like, okay, well, one of these teams will be over me, so I'll be counting down again. So they just got to come out there and show these analysts and these people that think that they know everything like you don't. We're playing some very good hockey right now. We're skating good. We're defending good. As long as we stay disciplined and don't go into the penalty box and get them power plays, I really do think that the Blackhawks has a very good chance of advancing a few rounds in this playoffs.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think right now, second-year coach Frank Culleton right now? I mean, this was a guy who had some question marks earlier in the season right now. Taking over in the second year, I mean, when you had a legendary coach in Joe Quenneville, of course, who ran his course right there, who was dismissed early in the 2018-2019 season. But what does it say about, like, his attitude, his approach right now? I mean, and especially for, like, some of the veteran guys like Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Duncan Keith, in my opinion. And, of course, you still got Corey Crawford. I mean, I felt Corey Crawford did decent. I mean, it wasn't all eye-opening, but I think they did enough around him. I think the Hawks proved right now with some of the youth talent they got, they can be just as fast with anybody.
Exactly. Said they can. So, I mean, for the coach, I think he just showed that he's the type of coach that can tell his team, hey man, even when you count it out, unless you're out, you're not out. He's had these guys pushing, playing, playing better than the other teams that's supposed to be playing better than them. They're controlling the puck. They're skating up and down quick. They're defending well. They're the full package as of right now. So I'm ready for anybody. I would agree with you. Them Knights came out smoking. So, yeah, I guess maybe, but anything. So I think as long as the Hawks are prepared and they understand that, hey, we got to go out there and do our job. Don't worry about what the papers say. We was just 12 and we beat the 5th seed. So they don't know anything on any given night, any given ice. I like that. Any given night, any given ice, anything can happen. So if the coaches can, tell his team, this right here was something big. To me, it's all about what he said after this. It's all about, did he get his guys to believe in? And we was almost counting out. If the regular season continues, I don't think they get the slot. We was almost counted out. Now we're in, guys. So this just show you that anything's possible. I was just curious on what he tell his guys after that to keep them guys motivated to keep playing at this level, because that's what they need, right? It's consistency. So if he got his guys ready coaching, then this is a very, very good sign for him.
So let me ask you, of all the upsets that happened in the first round of the qualifying of the playoffs of the expanded version, which one do you think was like the worst exit by a team in this bracket so far, from what you could see?
Well, being that I'm a Blackhawks fan, I really only seen the Blackhawks game. So, like I said, this one to me was just it was shocking. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it. I turned away because I didn't think that they can hold on to it. Kind of like when I did the White Sox. Like when I watched the White Sox all the way back in 06, I think, 05. All the way out in 05. Like I watched it, but I had to turn away because I just couldn't believe it was really happening in Chicago. We seem to always find a way that ain't Michael Jordan to blow it. So, I would say that this one, being as this, every analyst I watched the sports counted them out. I don't think that one picked them, even for a slim chance. So to see this happen right here, it's a beautiful thing because, like I said, I don't think they make playoff berth if the regular season continues.
Yeah, I think a very good point on that right now. And so far, out of all the upsets that have happened in this opening round of the expanded version, we have about let's see,
What's the biggest
have
upset?
We actually have like about right now like 3 upsets basically. You had the Phoenix Coyotes and then eliminate the Nashville Predators yesterday. So they'll be leaving the bubble environment. Plus, you also had the Pittsburgh Penguins.
What number were they?
What's up?
What number? What
For
number
the
seed?
Coyotes?
Yes.
They were 11 going up against the number 6 Nashville Predators team.
So the number 6 team lost.
Yeah, no, they lost to them. Then you also had the Blackhawks, who actually be a number 5 Edmonton Oilers team. That was the same case with the Penguins and Canadians. Canadians, number 12 seed, eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins. And this is a team right here, too. I got to say,
number 3?
watching this. Yeah, well, that was a third, upset in this expanded version.
So which teams are going 4, 5, and 4, 5, 6?
Kinda. I had to take a look at it again right now, but I do know. I'm just gonna say this right now. I think the Penguins won. That was probably like the worst loss in their franchise history. I think up to this point, in my opinion. I mean, you're going up against a team who was trying to set themselves up for a draft lottery, and then you have this thing with the pandemic shutting everything down. I mean, you have Gary Bettman come up with this proposal with the owners and then the union to have 2014 playoff. And not only that, too, they go 10 for 12 on the power play. I mean, no, excuse me, 10 for 12 on the penalty kill by the Montreal Canadiens right here. against a very veteran savvy team in the Penguins. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It was just not a good day at the office right there. Yeah, a team who's definitely showing its age right there, I feel. But right now, we're going to go ahead and transition. Coming up when we get back, we'll get into some MLB Upper Deck right now. We got the commissioner, Rob Manfred, saying we got this thing called win percentage that'll sort this thing out. I got another crazy old deal with your knee go off when we get back. Plus, we'll close our usual segment. We'll step up to the plate. I'm Charles Friends Richey. That's Reese Ruler. You're watching and listening on CSR.
Who cares at this point? Hawks win!